Dear students, today we are going to discuss about the class 7th, chapter 3, the changing earth. About this, we listened 4000 years ago. People believed that all continents were fixed, mean they are at the same place. But we know land and water, they has not always on the same place. They are always moving. They are always on the movement. In 1912, Alfred Wegener, who was a German meteorologist, he tried to explain the distribution of continent and ocean which are in the present form. He told us that it is not a one day, it is the process of millions of years. First, there was a supercontinent which is known as the Pangaea. If we see in this diagram, this continental plate, this is known as the Pangaea. Then it was split, means it was divided into pieces, and there was the horizontal displacement of these plates. This plate divide like this, and then they start to move in different directions. This theory is known as the Wegener's theory of continental drift. Continental drift theory we also say it's the Wegener theory. Then it told us that there is a plate tectonic plates. Means he told us that earth crust is made by plates, and these plates are known as the tectonic plates. There are 6 major and 20 minor plates, and these plates always move, but their movement is very slow. They move only few millimeter in a year. Millimeter, it is a part of the centimeter, and this move only that one in 1 year. And for the movements it needs energy. We know in the science also we read everything move with the help of energy. So that energy it is getting from the internal heat of the earth. Then these plates are continue in the movement. They are moving very slowly, but they are moving, and due to their movements earthquake and volcanic eruption took place. Then change in the earth surface, that is due to the movement of lithospheric plate. Lithospheric plates are move, and that's why there is a change in earth crust. Source of origin is divided into 2 types. What is the source of energy? According to that, there is 2 type of energy and source, we can say endogenic and exogenic. Endogenic inside the earth crust, exogenic outside the earth crust, on the surface of the earth crust. So which force is from the inside? From the inside, magma, lava, which we can say that is responsible. Earthquake it's come, or the volcanic eruption. We can say it in this table also. Here, endogenic forces: earthquake, volcanic, landslides, mountain buildings. These are due to the endogenic forces. Exogenics: river, wind, glacier, sea waves, these all are there. And in the exogenic force, erosional and depositional activity, that we will discuss in the one more chapter. Then now we will discuss about the volcano. Volcano is also known as the mountain of fire, and this is like this. This is the volcano, and this is like the fire is coming out of this. Okay, It is really not a mountain, it is looking like a mountain because this lava that is coming outside. Magma is here, that magma when come outside it is called lava. Clear? And this opening is called vent. From where magma come outside, that opening is called vent. This funnel shape, this area is called crater. Magma, vent, crater, and when it come outside it is lava. So these are the major, we can say, terms which we have to learn here. Then types of volcano. Volcanoes are divided into the three categories. First is active, second is dormant, and third is extinct. As the name active, sometimes we are say he or she is active. Active means regular working. So which volcanoes from where eruption is taking place regularly, that is known as the active volcano, that is also known as the living volcano. And there is two examples, Stromboli and Etna, both are in Italy. Second type of volcanoes, they are also known as the dormant. These volcanoes are not here like, these are the dormant. These volcanoes, they are quiet after erupting. Once they erupted, but now they are quiet and do not show any indication of erupting in the near future. और very soon ऐसा लगता भी नहीं कि वो दोबारा से erupt होंगे. So that's why they are known as the sleeping volcano. And this is Vesuvius in Italy. Third type of volcano is extinct. Extinct, before also I think we read, extincts are those volcanoes which are dead volcanoes. Means eruption is not there and eruption will not take place in the future. Near future will not take place anytime. Those volcanoes are known as the extinct volcanoes. Kilimanjaro and Rainier, these are extinct volcanoes. Now distribution, where are volcanoes found? Main is their Pacific Ring of Fire. Here in the map if you will see, this is the Pacific Sea. And here maximum of the volcanoes are found. So this is like a ring. Circle is there, semicircle. So this area is having the maximum volcanoes. That's why it is known as the Pacific Ring of the Fire. Then Midward Mountain Belt, Mediterranean Sea. Second, you will see that maximum of volcanoes are here, red dots. So this area is also known as the Midward Mountain Belt and it is near to Mediterranean Sea. Next topic is our earthquake. Earthquake is the shaking of earth crust. The shaking of the earth surface is called earthquake. Like if I start to shake this book like this type of shaking the earth crust is known as the earthquake. What are the reasons? There are two major reasons. First is the volcanic eruption. When volcanic eruption took place, then also earth crust start to vibrate. When start to like this vibration, that is the earthquake. Or the bomb explosion. Sometimes due to the explosion of bomb, then also this took place. Next, this is here we want to discuss this area from where earthquake waves start. That area is known as the focus. Center ये जहाँ से earthquake start होता है उस place को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Focus. And on the earth surface above here, which point is there, that is known as the epicenter. That is known as epicenters. Now waves are moved from here to different direction, here in all directions. This is the epicenters, and here is the more destruction. Here is more destruction because earthquake intensity is more here. Then earthquake waves. Earthquake waves are divided into the three parts: primary waves, surface waves, secondary waves and surface waves. Primary, secondary, surface. Primary wave, they are the fastest, so that they create small displacement. Sometimes anything is cross, once we like this sudden fear in our mind, but after 2 minutes nothing is there. And that did not take any type of displacement. That's why there is less destruction. Secondary waves, they are slow than the primary, but they provide the strong shake. And due to the strong shake, they create more loss. But they do not pass from the liquid. Secondary, they do not pass from liquid. Third type of wave is known as the surface. On the earth crust, there is a movement of the wave, and these are very powerful. That's why they cause a lot of damage. Maximum damage is created by that. How we measure waves of earthquakes? These are measures on the Richter scale, and Richter scale is the point from 0 to 10. When we are moving from 0 to 1, means one difference is 10 times greater. 0 से जितना नुकसान है उसका 10 times greater damage will be from the 1. Like this, if we will go till the 10, damage is increasing. Earthquake tremors are recorded by seismograph, which instrument is used to control or count the tremors of earthquake, that is seismograph. The science of earthquake is known as the seismology, and which scientists who studied about the earthquake, those are known as the seismologists. So these are the terms used related to earthquake. Next is their distribution. So as we know, earthquake also took place near to those areas where is the volcanic eruption took place. Maximum the earthquakes and volcanoes, they are took place near the plate boundary. Like this is a plate, and outside of their boundary is there, and in near to this boundary they are taking place. So first is their circum-Pacific belt. In the previous we read Pacific Ring of Fire. In the same area there is also earthquake took place. Mid-continental belt, near to Mediterranean Sea also we read. Mid-Atlantic ridge. These are the three major belts of the earthquake. Now we will discuss about a earthquake which took place in India. Bhuj earthquake in year 2001. This earthquake took place in the state of Gujarat, where is the famous city Bhuj. On the eve of 26 Jan 2001, means the Republic Day of 2001, at 8:45 am, when whole the country that was celebrating the Republic Day of India. At the same time, there is the earthquake in the Bhuj. First type of damage is there. Building collapsed. The total buildings, which are the large building, they also collapsed. बिल्डिंग है वो ढेर हो गई, मिट्टी का ढेर बन गई. Communication and power lines loss. Communication lines are the electric lines, they were breakdowns. Roads, they were also destroyed. We can't move the vehicle on that because 1 feet, 2 feet long cracks were there in the roads. Third, epicenter of this earthquake was near the town Bhuj, and its intensity is 8.1. So we were discussing that there is 0 to 10, and when we are going 0 to 10, then how the intensity will increase, the damage will also increase. And when up to the 5, there is not a great loss. When it increases from the 5, then loss is also increasing with every sub point. So it is near 8.1, a great earthquake. Due to that, 50,000 people killed at the spot. Many people, they are buried under the buildings collapse, debris. Buildings जब गिरी, अंदर जो लोग हैं वो मर गए. तो near about 50,000. It is a estimate, not the real figure. 5 lakh people adversely affected, because how many houses were destroyed? Those people were definitely they are affected. Next, what are the reason of this earthquake? Later, when scientists, seismologists, they try to find, then they find sea floor spreading 5 centimeter per year. We read in the starting, these plates are moving by few millimeter in 1 year, but here is the spread by 5 centimeter per year. Next is northward movement of Indian plate. This is the Indian plate. Here we can say, here is the Indian plate, and this is moving toward the north. And when this struck with the upper plate, we can say this plate is when stuck with the upper plate, then it created this problem. Third, reactivated faults below Kutch. Kutch is an area here in India. This is the Kutch. Downside there is a fault. That fault also become the reason of this earthquake. So there are the 3 reasons of earthquake in this area. Again, I want to close these chapters by telling you that we discuss in this chapter about the Wegener's theory. We discuss about the 2 movements, 2 types of forces which affect the movement of plates. Then we discuss about the volcano, its type, earthquakes, types of it, waves, and then distribution of both. At last, we discuss about the Bhuj earthquake in India. Thank you.